Hello friends, welcome to Jigglypuff's quick guide on how to write good Bible study questions. Woo! Woo! You've done your O's, you've done your I's, and you've done your A's. Why is my voice so deep? Anyway, you've done all your work and read the Bible study. Now what do you do to make good questions? You can first put on a really cool thinking cap and look very stylish. That might help. Let's first learn the difference between convergent and divergent questions. So what are convergent and divergent questions? First, convergent questions are very straightforward. These questions point to an answer. They're very text-based. These are two examples that I got from Exodus 3, the passage that we looked at. They're very straightforward. What did Moses do? What is Moses' attitude? These are very text-based and have a single answer of, Moses went to the burning bush, he talked to God. Very straightforward. This one seems a little more abstract, but there still seems to be more of a singular answer. Moses' attitude is more about fear and doubt, that kind of stuff. Doesn't leave too much room for analysis. The analytical questions are divergent questions. These are the ones that really open up for discussion and for interpretation. For example, why does God respond in the way that he does? You could come up with answers about focusing on God first, talking about the elders, different implications and interpretations in that way. Really more analytical questions. These questions can also be good for application questions, like what are some doubts that you have? See, these divergent questions don't have a singular answer. They're more analytical. Hello. A good small group Bible study will have a mix of both convergent and divergent questions, a very good balance. Me personally, I like to use convergent questions to hit on the main points, or to give a summary, because some people in your Bible study might not have understood the full Bible study, and it's good to have people discuss that first so that people are on the same level, and then get to the more interpretation and divergent questions, which might seem enticing, but you can't have just a Bible study of just interpretation. Remember, good interpretation comes from good observation. Isn't that right? Hua! So let's go back to our Oya. So let's see here. We've made it a good interpretation that Moses went to the elders first to go on mission as a group, or in a group, whatever. So how do we create this into a good question for our Bible study? Well, I have a couple examples that are not so good. The first one is, why did they use an elder system? This question is not good because it's irrelevant. It derails the conversation, and it's just not very productive. Let's avoid irrelevant and derailing questions. Another bad format is, do you think going to the elders is right? These types of yes or no questions are honestly just quite boring. The answer will just be a yes or a no, and it doesn't really open up room for discussion. But this one, why do you think God sent Moses to the elders first? There's a missing question mark, but yeah. Why do you think God sent Moses to the elders first? You see, this is based off good observation and interpretation, and it doesn't exactly tell you the answer that I got. I thought that it's supposed to be like, mission on a group is good and stuff like that, but this is pretty bare. This leaves room for analytical discussion and for people to make their own types of thinking and analytical kind of stuff. So when you're really going over your interpretations and you want to try to convert it to a question, you really want to avoid the irrelevancy and derailing. You also want to avoid yes or no questions. And yeah, as you can see, it's not too complicated and would open up good discussion. Yeah. And I would like to encourage you guys that this is an art. Like, this definitely takes skill, it takes practice to do, but with a lot of practice and with collaboration and teamwork and good spirit, we shall definitely overcome. We shall 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 overcome. La 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 la. All right, that's basically it.